With freedom, flowers, books, and the moon, who could not be perfectly happy? Death must be so beautiful. Lying on the soft brown ground, with the grass waving overhead, and listening to the silence. Having no yesterday, and having no tomorrow. To forget time, to forgive life, to be at peace. To define is to limit. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. I can resist anything except temptation. A cynic is a man who knows the price of everything, and the value of nothing. All women became like their mothers. It was their tragedy. No man did, and it was his. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. I am too fond of reading books to care to write them. There's only one thing in the world that's worse than being talked about, and that's not being talked about. Behind every exquisite thing that existed, there was something tragic. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. Who, being loved, is poor. Children begin by loving their parents. As they grow older they judge them, sometimes they forgive them. Crying is for plain women. Pretty women go shopping. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live, it is asking others to live as one wishes to live. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. We are each our own devil, and we make this world our hell. I have nothing to declare except my genius. Anybody can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is her work of fiction. Never marry at all, Dorian. Men marry because they are tired, women, because they are curious, both are disappointed. Fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. What of art? It is a malady. Love? An illusion. Religion? The fashionable substitute for belief. You are a skeptic. Never. Skepticism is the beginning of faith. What are you? To define is to limit. Whenever people agree with me I always feel I must be wrong. No good deed goes unpunished. After a good dinner one can forgive anybody, even one's own relations. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people we personally dislike. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. Yet each man kills the thing he loves. By each let this be heard. Some do it with a bitter look. Some with a flattering word. The coward does it with a kiss. The brave man with a sword. Some things are more precious because they don't last long. Oscar Wilde, 1954 to 1900.